Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. John Owen talks about sports and movies. Thank you for checking out today's video. Always appreciate the support. Let's get into it. Goodbye, Jimmy G. Hello, new QB1 in San Francisco. So that's a little dramatic. I don't think Jimmy G's quite gone yet, but I'm going to react to the 49ers-Dolphins trade that involves the 3rd and the 12th picks and some other draft picks and what it means for Jimmy G and Tua and the future of these franchises. But before I get into it, make sure you leave your thoughts on this topic down below, and let's go. So let's just break down the details of the trade. So the 49ers gave up the number 12 overall pick this year, a 3rd round pick this year, and a 2022 first and a 2023 first to move up to the number 3 pick, which the Dolphins had, and they got that from the Texans when they traded Laremy Tunsil and all that stuff. So basically, the 49ers gave up 3 first-round picks, well, a swap and then 2 additional first-round picks to move up to number 3. Now, what does this mean? You don't make that type of trade unless you're going for a quarterback. And it's clear to me that that's what San Francisco is going for. They're gonna, they're not gonna get T-Law. They're not gonna get Trevor Lawrence. Which, I mean, hell, I would make that trade tomorrow for Trevor Lawrence, easy, no doubt in my mind. But I think they're gonna pick whoever the Jets don't pick at 2. If the Jets pick Wilson at 2, 49ers can take Fields at 3. If the Jets pick Fields at 2, the 49ers are going to pick Wilson at 3. Now, what does this mean for Jimmy G? Initially, I was thinking, oh, my boy Jimmy G gone for sure. But after thinking about it, I think the 49ers are really going to play kind of the Alex Smith, Patrick Mahomes bridge model where, the Chiefs, they traded up, from 27? Yeah, from 27 all the way up to 10 to get Patrick Mahomes, let him sit for a year, and now he's the best quarterback in the NFL. And I think the 49ers are in a prime position to do something very similar with Jimmy G and whichever rookie quarterback they end up getting. Just for the purpose of this video and a talking point, I'm going to assume that they're going to end up getting Justin Fields. Anyways, so let Jimmy G play out for a year, get his trade value up, and then you trade him away, and then that frees up cap space for whenever you got to sign a guy like Nick Bosa, who I'm pretty sure his contract, I think this next offseason is when his contract would be due for an extension or whatever like that. Fields can learn the system. He can sit behind Jimmy G, watch how he does it, and I think either one of these quarterbacks would be fantastic in San Francisco. They've got a great supporting cast. George Kittle, Kyle Juszczyk, the fullback. They've got a great run game. Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk. Just a lot of great weapons. Kyle Shanahan's a great caller. They've got a good defense. So I think whichever one of them, I'm just going to assume Fields is going to be in a great position to succeed. One, it's their time. Now, I don't think either one of these guys should be asked to play day one in San Francisco. They would probably play day one if they went somewhere else. But in San Francisco, they can sit and learn, and we saw how well that worked. Obviously with Patrick Mahomes, he's a great example. Aaron Rodgers is another great example. Maybe not quite to the extent of sitting as long, but Lamar Jackson. He sat for a decent amount of time, learned, and then came in, led into the playoffs and all that good stuff. And now Lamar Jackson, he's won an MVP. I think he's a really, really good quarterback. He needs a number 1 receiver, but that's another issue for another time and all that good stuff. So I think the 49ers are in a great position. Yeah, it was kind of a lot, but at the end of the day, quarterback is always going to be overvalued. So if it ends up being good, it's going to end up being great. But I definitely think they should keep Jimmy G for a year. And then next offseason, trade him. If he plays good this year, they get to the playoffs. Obviously, Jimmy G, it's going to be good. I think mainly this move has to deal with the fact that the firepower in the NFC West is just getting so much better that I don't think that the ceiling of Jimmy G is high enough for them to be able to compete with Matt Stafford, Kyler Murray, and Russell Wilson on a year-to-year basis. They're going to have to get someone with a higher ceiling than a person like Jimmy G. Now, where is Jimmy G going to go? I'm not sure. That's going to depend on everything next year with the quarterback market. I'm not going to try to make the prediction. So what does this mean for Tua specifically and the direction the Dolphins are going to go for? So the Dolphins almost made the playoffs last year. They went 10-6 and missed the playoffs. That's really hard. The AFC was just really, really good last year for whatever reason. And I think Miami feels like with another year and an offseason, Tua can be serviceable. And I think that's right. Everyone's like, oh, they should get someone else. Like I'm not gonna judge Tua based off of 9 games or however many he ended up playing. I'm not gonna judge Tua off of 9 games with no off season and none of that. I still think Tua is a very accurate passer of the football. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I have questions with Tua. I think he thinks he's a lot more athletic than he is, but he's a gifted thrower of the football. And, if he doesn't work out, you give him 9 games and then a full 16 sleep game next year. You're probably like, all right, like we're going to go in a different direction. And I understand that this quarterback draft class is definitely stronger than the next one on the come up with like Sam Howell and Spencer Rattler and all them. But like, like the Dolphins are good. They have a good team. They've got a great defense, a great coach, great special teams. So as far as what they need to do at number 12, they probably just need to pick whichever third receiver is still available, assuming that a combination of Devontae Smith, Jamar Chase, and Jalen Waddle are not off the board. I'm not really sure what they should do if one of those guys is off the board, but if one of those three are still there, they should pick one of them at number 12. So basically, the 49ers are just trying to upgrade at quarterback with someone with a higher ceiling because the firepower in the NFC West is so high. I think Tua is safe for now. And the Dolphins got to draft a receiver at number 12 if one of the big three is still available. So thank you for watching today's video. I always appreciate the support. Make sure you leave your thoughts in the comments below. Check out all the link content. Do you think the 49ers gave up too much? Do you think it's going to work out in the end for San Francisco? Thanks for watching. Have a great day.